Hello, welcome back. Last time, Castle of Earth wanted something I wasn't prepared to give it. I'm gonna go someplace else. Let's walk... Oh, I can't walk that way. How do I leave? This way. Oops. How about if I first go all the way back? Sure, that's fine. And let's try... Alright, I need to hop across to maybe there. Ascending the mountain. I want to see if I can do something about this. It's been sitting there for a while, and I want to go this way. That's my goal for the day. I may not get it done, that's fine. Alright, what was the deal with this room? I did save this. There wasn't anything particularly interesting about this, was there? It involved some poison cleanup, yes. And so statues help, that was all. Okay. So I input a partial solution here. This statue was an issue. I just had an impulse of, what if I want to ride a slug? Give a slug a couple of boxes as a hat, and use it as a steed to get up high to where I can awaken this statue and do what with it? Shoot it with this beam, I guess? That's gonna have to be used for... That's for a monster block, I see. But I have two of those. And they can both just be disposed here. Okay. Also, a bomb bug has to explode in this area. Okay, so what are the problems here? Let's look at each monster individually. The slug can be killed trivially. So can that one and that one, just dealing with their poison trails. There are two up high angry eyes. I'm kind of going in an ascending order of difficulty here. Two up high angry eyes I would have to get down low or get up to their level, or get them to shoot each other because they're at the same altitude. They are not at the same altitude. This one's at height 4. This one's at height 3. Well, I can topple over this stack by walking here and pushing north. At which point I'm in the perfect spot to just kill the angry eye directly. However, after that I would then have to deal with the monster block up on top of a push. Which I could do with this stacking mechanism here. Alright, so we have a stacking mechanism which will also work as an unstacking mechanism. This is clearly configured to get me up to at least elevation 2, maybe 3? One, two, three. Yeah, this will get me up to 3. Once. Okay, and I can bridge with all these standing stones that are all around. I can bridge far enough to awaken the statue, but then what? I don't see how awakening it would help anything. I need to shoot it. Well, I can position you here, put these here and here to bridge, make a little stack out of the shorter ones. Okay, let's make sure I'm interpreting that part correctly. I haven't looked at the bomb bug yet. I'll get there. Slugs, please leave me alone. I have to do things and they should not involve you. Also, there's a sneaky statue hiding in there, by the way. I guess this would have highlighted it if I had looked where the highlight was, right? Yeah, if I'd looked really carefully and realized that this is separate from that. Okay. Anyway, poison cleanup. Just make it a little nicer to walk around here. Okay, this goes here. This goes here. That statue may be much less of an issue than I imagined. Because doesn't it only take this to take care of it? Yep, that's the whole thing. Alright, statue's done. Now that bomb bug has to actually come out of there. And I have some possible monster block problems. Also, I might have needed that statue's help to deal with this poison trail. There's no walking path to enter the room here. If I started from the northwest, it would not let me catch up with Slug B quickly enough. Okay, so let's enlist the help of a statue, as I did before. So first of all, Slug's dead. No. First of all, Slugs be dead. That's fine. What you're doing is a little annoying, but not a super huge problem. Oh, you turn it all the way around there because of the statue. Of course you do. Okay. There isn't a second waypoint in the room. Somehow I thought there was. Ah! How did I deal with that slug before? Did I get rid of its... Maybe I killed it first. That's probably makes the most sense. Yeah, this route works for everything. Okay, so you be gone. Then I needed to build a little barricade to help the statue clean up this poison. Because I do have to go up here... Oh, what's this? Whoa, what? Why that? I don't know. Those aren't affected by anything. This connection is weird to me. So I could turn this into walkable floor, though I can't actually exit there because it's blocked. Anyway, if I want statue help... There's an amount of these that I can safely sacrifice. I can also unpack them to be even safer, I think. Alright, I'll just pluck one out of here. Statue is there, and I can almost do what I want to do. Almost. If I go around the other way, I can. I'm gonna squish this poison from the top. There we go, it's been squished. Just kind of smeared into the ground. Okay, so go other side. Or... Yeah, that's fine. So all I have to build here is something very, very simple. I just need 2 push blocks, and that's enough. In that layout. Stand here. Never mind. I need 1 more. I mispredicted. There we go. Alright, so that's sufficiently clean. I lost 1 push block doing that, which seems like a perfectly acceptable price. Is there not a way to... Oh, there isn't a way to sneak you out of there. Alright. That's fine. Now, I can go up here. Get rid of that, which I'm pretty sure is all I want to do with you. Alright, that one little bit of poison can just stay where it is. This is easily unpackable. However, would I like to use it for bomb bug scaring? Maybe. So, this is easily unpackable, just to show. Disposing of that is no problem at all, and this space is reusable. But I'll leave it intact for now in case it comes in handy later. Okay, and I still have the Angry Eye who can kill this statue for me. What about this switch? I do have to use this, right? That's pretty weird. That's a little bit weird too. Which again makes me wonder if this is a slug riding thing. Because a slug is someone I could convince to take me all the way from here to here if I needed to. Yeah, I might need to set up a slug tour to hop on at this spot, pass by, and like go all the way back around again so I can repeatedly do that? Maybe. Is there any other way I could imagine using this switch? Yes, taxiing with the statue. However, if I use that statue for that purpose, what am I doing about this poison? Well, it's not there initially, but it's going to be. Also, how would that actually work? Doesn't line up. Doesn't line up. So awakening from here, I would need to put some obstacles in the way to have you slide horizontally a little bit. To line up with... would I have time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's imagine some horizontal slides, 6, 7. For this to be the first push. So 7 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not enough. So I would need, well, okay, so suppose I would set up, unpack a bunch of these boxes, and just put a big thick wall all the way... Yeah, I might need to unpack a lot of these and set up a little maze for the statue to eventually push me up this way. Like, I would get up high onto a couple of stacks of 3, enough to step into this magic spot at 12-7. Statue would have to push me northeast, not just north. So he would have to be 1 step behind, so I would just need 1 vertical slide after all the horizontal ones. Yeah, how many push blocks does that theoretically take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 for me to use. How many does that leave for the statue? This has to stay in no, it doesn't. I could dismantle this. Do that task first, then finish the setup. Okay, so these 3 could go there. Those could go here and here. And let's just say these go here and here. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4. I won't bother counting this monster block yet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is 9 enough? Well, what would I need to actually set up to have the slides happen as I want them to? And could I just, like, lock that statue in somewhere else? Like, turn this into a functioning statue cage and go around and summon it when I... That's not the direction I want it to be coming from. But yeah, a manufactured statue cage may be... Oh, with push blocks, that's kind of hard to do. But it may be the thing. Okay. So I'm going the taxi route. Let's also imagine the idea of the slug riding route. I'm having trouble seeing this as being important. If there were an unavoidable poison trail at that location and it was important to cross this for some reason, that could get rid of it. If I really needed to take a stack and de-elevate it without just unpacking it in one of these locations, Like down one elevation level. That's a way I could do it. But it's hard to imagine what this is actually for, other than that. Once I have used this switch, it's trivial to get the bomb bug where I want, right? It'll automatically run all the way west. I block its line of sight, assuming I have anything to do that. Even if I don't, I can just push this out of the way. Lure north? Oh, it's not. At the very least, it'll involve some pushing. But I can get this out of the way, pull east twice, push north to here, and pull east through there. So yeah, pretty trivial, since it comes with a monster block. Without it, I would not be able to. I'd have to use a different monster block. This also... will influence the bomb bug. Maybe that's... Wait a second. I just realized something that could be relevant. Let's go to the other exit to this room. Grr. Okay, so this does interact with a statue, unfortunately. But, if I ignore that problem... Oh, there's a fence there! I didn't realize there was a fence there. I was going to have this slug go down here and turn around so it could erase its own poison there and I wouldn't have to worry about that. I bet I could do that another way. Okay, just send some slug down to this space to erase the... but I can't have both of those poisoned if I'm doing that. They're gonna be pretty quickly. Yeah, there is no getting to you before you've made a mess that I can't clean up. Is that 2 slugs? That could be doable. It's pretty much just this poison that's the issue. Unless losing a push block is a problem, which it might be, given how few I have. Well, if I can just clean these 2, I can ignore the rest along the south, I think. There's a few other problems, though. Okay, I want to start back on the other side again. Okay. So, theoretical slug riding solution. Given the diagonality of these obstacles, this is the start point, this is the end point. It's not going to be trivial to set up a working slug loop here. But it may be doable, so let's imagine... So let's say this is the pickup point going south. Obstacle here. Obstacle here. Obstacle here. Turn. Obstacle here. Turn, turn. Turn. Obstacle here. Obstacle here. Okay, so that makes it there. And that's probably enough. I don't think I have a reason to make it back. Just as long as I get there once. That involves some push block sacrifice, but if I'm not doing the statue thing, then that's simpler. Okay, then the question is, which slug will I keep alive for that? Well, I can just imprison this first one, probably, pretty quickly. So I think you're a good candidate. Let's put you into a little cage. Different little cage. It'd be nice if I could see what you were doing. Let's see, if I done that... You're waylaid for a second, but you're still gonna go there. That's okay. Just wait a quick little moment. Do this, do this. Alright, I have an imprisoned slug, who I will be able to control eventually. I have hidden from the other slug who would cause me trouble. You are fine. I don't mind you getting stuck in that line. I don't need to exit from there, I'm pretty sure. Alright, I do have fairly limited walking space. But yeah, until I do statue things, you can just go on your little rampage, and I won't mind. Okay. I need 3 push blocks for what I'm about to do. Gonna make a little bit of a cleanup effort here. 1 will get stuck in the south, 2 will not, so it doesn't matter to unstack those because I can get them back. So I will just say, put this here. The one that I sacrifice... Can I set this up while the statue's watching? Not easily. Okay, so the fact that this whole row is poisoned actually makes it harder to move this here. If I put something there to block the statue's line of sight, then I can't awaken it so easily. If I put it here, though, the statue can move it, I think, and that'll be okay. Yeah, and I can reuse my line of sight blocker for the last one, so check this out. I can't step south where I need to step because this is all poisoned. No, that's actually more of a problem than I thought. Okay. Because I can't step down here, I can't lure him onto that spot. So I would need, among everything else, to prevent the bottom row from getting poisoned, while keeping you alive? Okay. Wanna have some slugs stare at each other? Maybe that's the thing to do. East row poison is fine. This will delay you for probably long enough. I need line of sight blocked. I just need any of these clear. Okay, that was pretty easy to set up. So now I catch up with you. The layout that got me there looked something like this. Block from north. Wait the appropriate amount of time to move this, which is that long. And you're caged. Okay? Now I take the single... Okay, you go west a bit. To here. You come down and go there. You come down and go here. This awakens the statue. And that's all fine. There we go. Okay, you did your job. Now I would like to take care of the slug in the west, because it's about to go on a larger rampage, and I can probably get help from this thing somehow. I don't want to put that there. No, why don't I just wait and kill it here? A mess was made. With this here... What about you? I think that creates a problem. I have an idea for a solution. It'll probably work. I put one push block here. That way this Goes down 1 elevation level, I push it again, the monster block ends up either on poison or in a place where I can poison it. And then I don't have to worry about the fact that the rest of that's non-traversable, okay? Gonna do a little bit of cleanup here, as much as I reasonably can. How much is that? Limited. I think that's already unable to go further. Is that true? No? No, I mean I can push it back north. And then I can do this. Okay, well that's clean enough for now, I think. Okay, so slug in a cage. Don't worry about it yet. I do kind of wish I hadn't used this angry eye on that cage, though. So I'm doing the slug riding route? Was that what I decided? I think that was the route I ended up with. You will go here, you will go here. Angry Eye's gonna have to come with me. I want to unpack this one, I believe. For those components. Now, if I had that Angry Eye, I'd be ready. Currently, I don't. Also, oh. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try some stuff. I can sneak this out of here and swap in something else, and that slug will stay reasonably contained. Good enough for me. I can take care of this problem at least. This is once only. I'm not getting back up here after I've done this once. Probably. Not in a reasonable way. Because I can't hit those again unless I set up some extra scaffolding that I really don't want to set up. I don't think it's that bad. I can make it happen, and I see a reason for this connection now. So check it out. With the Angry Eye done with its job, it can be part of that scaffolding, I think. If I put this here... Oh, that's looking very jammed up. Don't like what I'm seeing. Before I do that... Oh shoot, I'm not up there anymore. Oh, and I can't be. I was gonna stand here and push this east so I could hit that again. Okay. So, instead of that, let's think about if I could actually have the slug maze already set up before I do anything else. So, also, let's check my plan over here. I need to reduce the size of my slug cage before I do anything else. So if I'm unpacking this... Actually, okay, so sure, that gets this Angry Eye to kill that statue. That part is solved. Let's work on a different part. So theoretically, this here allows that to get poisoned, yes. So Angry Eye is dead, Monster Block is dead. Great. Here's some bomb bug danger. I can get from here down to there quick enough to stop it from eating the poison, though, so that's fine. Worst case, I could maybe sacrifice a push block there, or just here. Yeah, I can easily block that. Assuming I have the resources. I'm a little low. Okay, but I want to claim some things from my slug cage and replace it with these shorter pieces. That will mean... And I have this here too, actually. Okay, so first of all, I can just swap in... Let's see, how will I do this? Okay, you're facing north now. And you escaped now. Okay, swapping those not so easy. I need to... So replacing the north piece first is by far the easiest. Actually, while you're doing this, I have all the time in the world. Okay, trivial. Got it solved. Just give it a larger space to roam. Oh, that should go a little further. Okay. Alright, so I can do my statue business now. I will need to trim one of these towers for a single. And that also gives me my double, which I might as well use now. Before I do my statue business, I need to do some slug routing. How will slug routing help me? I guess the idea is I would have put some things on its head? Where and when do I think I'm going to do that? Uh-oh. Okay, so I will trim the top two off of this tower to put on the slug's head. That'll be the plan. Other than that, what I have here is all that I have to work with. The two that are currently its cage, plus two others. That's not a lot. That's very sparse. And there's no way I can reclaim any of these as far as I know. Okay, there's actually a push block shortage here. Alright. I suppose I could move this and let that be part of the slug route. That would give me more blocks to work with. Yeah, that's perfectly acceptable. Okay, that's probably good. Let's just set this down in case I decide that's a bad idea. But just giving some extra building materials seems worth the hassle of rerouting, which will be very minor. Will it, though? Because I'm gonna need to step into and out of this Angry Eyes line of fire. Which means the slug will have to be here twice or for a bit longer than what I had planned. Okay, anyway, so you're gonna pick me up going northish. What if I make you turn there? Then you will stay for long enough. So if I can put an obstacle here, then that won't make any sense. Because you're going... No, wait, you turn the other way. Sorry, I'm thinking of this all wrong. Yeah, okay, so if you go by here, then go counterclockwise all around there. Yeah, okay, so send you north, do the Angry Eye thing, still be in the line of fire and have a problem if I'm stepping on there and... okay. Okay. Yeah, I do seem to have problems. Alright, well, I can go back to where I was. I remembered that there was an obstacle there. There was one here. Yeah, okay, that looks... Actually, that minimal setup is pretty good. If I insert the slug going this way, that's all I need to get to the switch. So north here, that's the pickup point. Alright, here we go. So if I just cage the slug... like that. And engineer a way to send it north up through here. When it first passes by, I can step on and off. I still need to load it up, though. Yeah, you need to receive your burden. Okay. Okay, I think I see an easy way to do that. mostly. Yeah, okay, I can work with this. Afterward, you'll come right back and end up on this specific floor where I can redirect you back into the cage that hopefully I've reconstructed by then. This is optimistic. Who, me? Optimistic? Never. So this, I think, is what I want. Slug has been burdened. Slug will return, and I can reinsert it into the cage easily. That's a little in an inconvenient spot, actually. That's possibly okay, though. You're gonna get out doing that. No, I really need this in particular to have moved. Okay, so I have some urgency here. I guess I could just send it back the way it came. Yeah, I'll let it go along that horizontal line again. That'll give me time to do what I need to do. Okay, so you turn back, whichever way that has to happen, like this, okay? I need some vertical space for poison cleanup. No, I can do it horizontally. I mean, you're just gonna lay that down again, though, so kind of pointless right now. Let's clean up the other line. Okay, yeah, so that's a fully functioning slug loop. Don't need to do anything more. Let's push this that way. This all the way up here. There. No farther. Alright, so I've cleared up my line through here. Next things to do. Actually, since you're already on that loop, you go counterclockwise, so why don't I just use this as part of your bracket? You are already burdened. I think I'm pretty much there. I simply need to move this into a more sensible place, and I might need one more. No, I don't at all. That's already ready to go. It's going now. I missed my ride. Let's choose different timing. Shoot the beam. Then I need to... Oh, still got a problem here. I die. While I'm up here, I need to deal with that at the same time? That sounds like an issue. Can I make myself another place I can stand to dodge? I can do that, yes. I have 3 spare blocks. So I'll leave you on your current route. Restack these, because I... Oh, can I do that? In the current layout, no. Unless I can use this to do it? That doesn't help anything. Wait, or does it? Yes, it does. Not quite. Not quite. And I can put that back, yes. So my problem was I unstacked too much. I can reclaim a stack of 3, but then I need one there. Do I? No. No, I don't. How, though, is this going to help me, even if I don't do that? What I do instead is... Can I just put the Angry Eye, like, way farther north and just kill it after it's done its job? No. Maybe. Actually, yeah. I think I can. I put this here. No, that's not good enough. Because it has to fire once without hitting me. Still got this bomb bug to deal with afterward, but I think I can do that. If I push this west, I can reclaim that block. Just in case having one more would help me. That does shorten the slug's loop, but that's okay. That part of the loop is not... length of it is not important. If only I had unstacked less. I still may be able to do something here. I think if I'm crafty enough, I can stack. Okay, let's be crafty. This goes here. This can come back up to... Yeah, this looks iffy, but... I might be able to make something good happen. Now, I did that... No, that's fine, I can get around. This needs to move temporarily. Here we go, that's repeatable stacking. Okay. Is it? No, because too much of this is poisoned. Well, I can go a different direction, that's fine, it's still repeatable stacking, just a little more awkward. I need one more block, and I have one more block. You get out of the way for a second. You're gonna be the next thing stacked on top of. This goes there, this goes here. This comes back, I claim another block and bring it to this location. Go around this way. And yeah, all this work could have been avoided if I had unstacked less. That's fine. This is good enough. Oops. So rework that. Got a stack of 3 again, and I once had a plan for this. I wonder what it was. I guess put it here so I can hide from the Angry Eye and wait for the slug pickup? Sounds good to me. Okay, so now all I gotta do is put this here and get up there, right? There we go. You're dead. You're taking me on a ride where I need to go. I did not think about poison. Didn't need to. Now, I do still need to get that bomb bug. Oh, maybe I should have thought about poison. Let's step off in the other direction so I can at least reclaim this stack. Bombug being at elevation 2, I guess here's an easy way to de-elevate it. I need that monster block though, don't want to do that. And if I need that monster block... Yeah, there's a lot of poison that Bombug's gonna have to navigate around. Okay, we're not done yet. I do have a lot of ways to clean it up. Most of this should be easily removed. Yeah, okay, so that door going down has come in very handy, as it turns out. Okay, so... Bombug, how do I want to manage you? First of all, this angry eye can die. And how will that happen? By unpacking this. Don't need any tall stacks anymore in particular. I think I will need something at height 2, though, and how am I gonna get that? Alright, I think I have a plan that doesn't involve me being at height 2, so I do go ahead and just ditch the monster block. I'll keep you up high so you're easily movable. I'll position you here, and I'll position myself there. Just need a little stack of 3 on that and it'll be fine. That should all work. Ah! That's poison. Okay, so. This gets out of the way. So does that. This gets out of the way further. You go where I wanted you. I stack up a few here. And I can totally get out of that area if I have to dismount in the other direction. Now, I do have a little problem here, but I guess I can solve it this way. Boom! Room is clear. Key is mine. I can escape, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Alright. I did it. Goal accomplished. Okay, good stuff. There was a lot going on in that room. I also feel like there were multiple routes there. I'm pretty sure the statue taxi to the switch could also have worked. And I wouldn't have had to do the dodge around the I-beam thing since statues move fast enough. That wouldn't have been an issue. I would have, yeah, so the idea was to build some sort of barricade here, anchor the statue, go up high, slide it along until the appropriate point, then slide it north to the appropriate diagonal to get it to take me right to the switch. Instead of dealing with all the slug routing stuff. So yeah, I think there are multiple ways to get to the same goal. I chose the slug route. Alright, so now I officially claim that I can go through here, and next time I'm probably going to do that.